everyone. It is Thursday, December 19th. I am Annika Spalding, the Community Relations Director here at the Amarillo Little Theater. And this is Thursdays at 3, where I go live every single Thursday to get you caught up on what's happening this week at ALT. This season, Thursdays at 3 is generously sponsored by our friends at Brick and Elm Magazine, Amarillo's premier lifestyle magazine. Their November-December issue is packed with fantastic articles written by local contributors and will keep you up to speed on all things Amarillo. Grab their latest issue on newsstands now or head over to their website at brickandelm.com to subscribe. There is going to be a box office closure next week. The box office will be closed Tuesday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, all the way through Friday, December 26th. Obviously, we have our 24/7 box office at AmarilloLittleTheater.org, but if you need Fire and Ice New Year's Eve tickets, if you need season tickets and you want to speak to the box office, you can call them today. You can call them tomorrow on Friday. You can call them on Monday until from 10 to 5. Outside of that, Tuesday through Friday, the box office will be closed. So anything you need from the box office, if you need Joe and Lissa and you want to speak to them, if you need maybe some last minute season tickets for a stocking stuffer, just saying, we'll talk about that later, call them at the box office at 806-355-9991. And speaking of things you need from the box office, there is still time to get your ALT season ticket packages. Our 97th season has already been won for the books, in case you didn't already know. You can purchase season tickets until December 31st. You guys, this is the very best deal in town, so please do not miss out. You can save money and purchase tickets an entire week before the general public, which is really, really big when we have shows that sell out really quickly. We like Charlotte's Web sold out, goes on sale to the general public, sold out within a day. We had to add performances. If you're a season ticket holder, you have access to purchase or reserve your tickets a week, at least a week before the general public. So big perk for the season tickets, aside from the fact that you're saving a ton of money from buying general admission public tickets. Of course, we have many season ticket packages to choose from. These are our lower level season ticket packages, and they make great out of the box holiday gifts. If you've already purchased season tickets and you need some more to invite friends or family for the rest of the shows that we have remaining, you can purchase the amount you need to get you through the rest of the season, and it saves you money over purchasing regular price tickets. So even if you've already bought a season ticket package, maybe you saw a show more than once, maybe you brought a group and you're running out of season tickets, go ahead and get the next several months of season tickets right now to make sure you have enough to get you all the way through Dreamgirls in May, because it's going to be a lot cheaper than just buying tickets as you need them through the general public. So like I said, the box office will only be open Monday next week. So anything you need from the box office, take care of that today, tomorrow, which is Friday, or Monday. Okay. Got that spiel over with. Now let's talk about the real fun stuff. Okay, tickets for ALT's inaugural New Year's Eve fundraising event are now on sale as we get closer to our centennial year. Can you believe we're only 3 years away from our centennial year? It's so fantastic. 100 years old. Oh, I love it. We want to further cement ALT as an Amarillo institution and have decided to throw an annual New Year's Eve fundraiser beginning this year. The ALT staff and New Year's Eve committee will transform the ALT Adventure Space into an elegant ballroom fit for a year-end celebration. This elegant, formal event will feature a live band out of Atlanta, Georgia, plenty of dancing, heavy hors d'oeuvres, open bar provided by Reed Beverage, a whiskey wine pull, silent auction, and much, much more to help us bid adieu to 2024 and boldly usher in 2025. We look forward to ringing in the new year with you at ALT. Sponsorship packages are still available, as well as general admission tickets. Tickets cost $100 per ticket per person, or $175 per couple. There's also a hot to go double date package where you can purchase tickets for 2 couples for $350. Guests are restricted to 21 and older for this party. To learn more about this exciting event, you can head over to our website, click tickets, or call our box office at 355-9991. You are not going to want to miss this New Year's Eve event. It is going to be so fantastic. Y'all, the Adventure Space is already getting zhuzhed up. It's starting to look so good. Noah and the guys are working so hard over there. My committees are working really, really hard getting things ready. I'm so excited about this party. Come get all glitzed and dressed up and join us at ALT. No one parties like theater people. Okay? Theater people know how to throw a good party. Just saying. So spend your New Year's with us. Give us a chance Spend your New Year's with us. We promise it's going to be a really fantastic time. Okay. A Christmas Story, the musical, begins their final weekend of performances this evening, Thursday, December 19th at 7:30. There is also a show on Friday at 8 p.m., Saturday at 8 p.m., and the final show on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Do not be discouraged by tickets showing sold out. Okay. This just in from Jason Crispin. He popped right up here and gave me some info just a few minutes ago. Even if, like, Sunday right now shows sold out, don't be discouraged. If Sunday is the only day you can go, call the box office right now. Right now. Call them right now and reserve a seat in the aisle to make sure. You have to see the show. I'm telling you. We're going to talk about this with Gabe Scherman later. It is such a fantastic show. It's the perfect, fun, festive Christmas show. It's so great. It's so funny. The music is so fantastic. The lobby is decked out, all Christmas stuff. We're selling ornaments. We've got treats in the lobby, specialty cocktail. It's such a fun time at the theater. If you have family in town for Christmas, come one, come all, bring them. It's so, so great. I'm telling you, and all local actors putting on the show, the live orchestra, the dancing, the singing, the acting. It's so great. Okay. So don't be discouraged. I think tonight, let me see here. Um, there are 8 tickets left for tonight, like tickets. 13 left for Friday, 3 left for Saturday, and Sunday shows sold out. So hurry up and call. Maybe you can get an actual chair, but we are adding chairs in the aisles to accommodate as many people as possible. So if you see sold out on the website, don't be afraid. Just call the box office and we'll try to get you in, because you have to see this show. And you only have 4 more shots to see it. It's so, so good. For volunteer signups for ushering and concessions, we're good on ushering. Saturday needs a little help with concessions. So if you're interested in volunteering to help with concessions, and if you are, there's a chance you could see the show. But again, it's kind of sold out, so you may not get to see the show. But if you're interested in helping us out with concessions, and we would love you forever if you would, you can email Lissa at AmarilloLittleTheater.org or go ahead and call the box office and tell her, hey, I want to help with concessions on Saturday night. Saturday night is where we really need help. There's another couple spots throughout the weekend that Lissa could use filled. If you're curious about that, contact her, email her, or call her at the box office. You guys have been so fabulous getting ushering and concessions filled up. We're so grateful for that. Lissa has been raving about you guys and how quickly you're on the ball helping, being willing to jump in and help out. And during this busy time of year, we're extra, extra grateful for that. Megan Gaitan says, it'll give you all the feels, such a special show. In case you don't know, Megan is the mom of our sweet Jackson and Colin Gaitan, who are the lead boys in the show, and they are so fantastic. Megan, I haven't had a chance to talk to you since I saw the show. We kind of beelined it out because my daughter was about to fall over. She was so tired, but absolutely loved the show. I'm going to talk more about that with Gabe, because I would rather talk about the show and all the ins and outs when I'm actually talking to Gabe. But we loved the show so much. Colin and Jackson were phenomenal in it. Everyone is so fabulous. It's such a great cast. Please see the show. Don't miss it. It's one of those feel good holiday shows where you come into the theater and you've got something else on your calendar, like everybody does this time of year. And by the time you walk out of the theater, you feel lighter, you feel happier. It's just one of those shows, I'm telling you. And this cast is so joyful. It's so joyful to watch these people volunteering their time on stage, putting on this very difficult show. This music is not easy. Okay. It's not easy. Trust me. And it just makes you feel good when you walk out of the theater. And this time of year, who doesn't need that? Who doesn't need that? Megan says, thank you so much. Of course. That is the least I could say about these fantastic people on stage, especially your 2 boys. Just wonderful. So yeah, if you can help with volunteering, concessions on Saturday, get in touch with Lissa. And now let's talk about auditions for First Date, the musical. Oh, and you can still see me through the graphic. How cool is that? Oh my gosh, I've never seen that before. Woo, that's kind of cool. Auditions for First Date, the musical. Jason Crispin, he doesn't sleep, I don't think. He doesn't sleep, and he doesn't drink coffee. So how does he do it? Nobody knows. He is moving directly from directing A Christmas Story, the musical, right into First Date, the musical. No rest for the weary. Oh, Jason. Oh, my goodness. Auditions for First Date, the musical happened this week, and we had a great turnout. This show is like 7-ish people. They could cast it with like maybe 8, I think they were telling me, but about 7 people, and I don't remember exactly how many, but it was in the 20s. It was in the 20s, which is so great to have that many options when you're casting a show. I was so happy for the production team for this. That cast list will be posted tomorrow, Friday the 20th at noon. So those of you who auditioned and got called back, ooh, I know that feeling until tomorrow at noon. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All that anticipation and anxiety and all of those things. Ugh. So excited for you guys. It's going to be a fantastic show over at the Adventure Space in February. We're very, very excited about that one. Also, Academy registration for the spring semester is in full swing. You can see the list of available spring 2025 classes by heading to our website at amarillo-littletheater.org. Click the Academy tab and then click classes, and you can scroll down to class descriptions and read all about the classes that we offer here at ALT. Academy classes are such a great way to get your kids involved. We have adult classes too. There's even a songwriting class that's happening this next semester. There's something for everybody. There's dance classes, there's theater classes, all kinds of classes that we offer. We serve over 600 students per semester. And if you are a student, you do have to be currently enrolled in the Academy to audition for Academy shows. So get registered if you're interested in auditioning for James and the Giant Peach, and eventually Something Rotten in the summer. So get registered to be in the Academy. Also, Harrison Stringer, our Academy director, is so much fun. And all the teachers they have for the Academy are so much fun. So you don't want to miss out on that. Sarah says, is there a deadline to register? I'm pretty sure the deadline to register is the day classes start, which I believe is on the 16th, January 16th. I could be wrong about that. If someone knows better who's watching, comment and correct me, but I'm pretty sure you have up until the day classes start. Ideally, also, Sarah, you were fabulous in the show, and Britton was fabulous in the show. Britton plays Flick, right? Am I saying that right? Flick. You guys were so fantastic. I'm sorry I didn't get to hug your necks in the line. But I will double, if nobody comments to correct me, I will double check that, Sarah, and shoot you a text. Get registered as quickly as possible, just because classes tend to fill up. But I do believe it's on the 16th when classes start. And I'm so glad you're watching Thursdays at 3. I love you, Sarah. Okay, so we talked about Academy registration, which is so good. Oh, I've got more comments. Oh, the 13th. Well, that helps. Raquel says classes start Monday, January 13th. So that's good that I didn't send you to the wrong day. So I guess the deadline would be Monday the 13th. So thank you so much for commenting, Raquel. I appreciate you so much. We talked about Academy registration. Now, why don't we talk about one of my favorite times of the week, our Volunteer of the Week. Okay, big congratulations to Peg. Love it. I could not find a picture of Peg, but Peg has taken on Prop Heaven organization. If you know, you know. She volunteered to do that. All of our storage, we have massive costume storage above the Adventure Space that we call Costume Heaven. Here, actually, I office in the light booth of the main stage, and attached to my office is Prop Heaven. And we have so many props. We have so anything you can think of, we have in there, but it is not organized. And Peg Lovett was like, I volunteer as tribute. And God bless you, Peg Lovett, for that, because that is not a small task. Peg has taken on, like I said, Prop Heaven as her very own organization project. And boy, does she have her work cut out for her. It's already looking so much better every time I go in there. And she's a workhorse. She's in there for hours. It's crazy. And every time I go in there, it looks different than the last time, which is saying a lot, because there's so much in there. Even if she was working all day organizing, I'd be surprised if I even noticed. Like, it's going to be a long game thing, but so much has already changed, which is such a big deal. And we're so grateful for you, Peg. Oh my gosh, we're so grateful. So she's getting a system going where when we strike a show, which is easier for the volunteers. So happy for y'all. When you strike a show, you just put the props in big bins, and then she will come in the following week and organize them until she has a full system going in prop heaven. This is a woman after my own heart. Oh my gosh, Peggy, we're so grateful for you. So thank you so much, Peg, for taking this on. It's going to make the theater so much better. What a perfect volunteer of the week, being willing to do that. So if you know Peg, if you see her, congratulate her on being our volunteer of the week. We are so grateful for you, Peggy. Let's keep it going with some breaking Broadway news. Okay, the Jonathan Larson Project, a new musical, will premiere off-Broadway next year. Very exciting, especially for the cast of Rent, who recently did Rent earlier this year, last season. Very, very exciting for that. And the original Broadway stars of Hadestown will join the London cast next year. So that's kind of exciting that they're kind of blending cast. That's really, really cool. Megan says, that's so awesome. Go Peg. I know. I'm so impressed by her, and that place needs it. It needs Peggy Lovett. I'm just saying. Okay. I am so ready to chat with my guest for today. Please welcome star of A Christmas Story, the musical, Gabe Scherman. Hi, Gabe.
Hello, everybody.
I am so excited to talk to you today, especially after seeing the show. Can you tell us who you play in the show and tell us a little bit about him?
So I played Gene Shepard, who is the narrator or the alter ego, actually the adult voice of Ralphie Parker. He gets to, bring Ralphie's thoughts to life in a very colorful way, and they get to play out on stage with some amazing people, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a blast.
It is a lot of fun for y'all, clearly, but for us as audience members too. Truly, so much fun. Gabe, I want to know, do you come from a theatrical background?
Got my start at Boys Ranch when I was a kid. When I was about 16, did one act play and drama club and all that, and then did a few shows at WT in the 90s, and then nothing for like 30 years until I auditioned and was cast in Elf.
So fantastic that you came back. Can you imagine if you hadn't come to ALT and auditioned for Elf? Like, can you picture your life without this place that you've been so involved in the last few years?
No, because I've spent a lot of time up at the theater. Whether I'm in a show or helping, it's just fun. I mean, even if I'm not in a show, I can go up there and help the guys or whatever. There's always something to do, and it's so much fun.
That is so true. And we're always so grateful to have you. Hugh Fristow, your co-star, says a very physical and present narrator for sure.
Thank you.
Hugh, while I have you here, I have been meaning to message you on Facebook, but I haven't had a chance. I just want to commend you for your performance in A Christmas Story. Your voice was so stellar. Brett and I were talking about it long after we got home from the show. It was so fantastic. Your major award, the song Major Award, just absolutely blew my mind. You were so brilliant in the show, and I can go on later. I'll send you a Facebook message to talk about it more, but it was just phenomenal. It was so, so great. So thank you for watching Thursdays at 3. Thank you for your comment, and we'll chat later. Okay, Gabe, A Christmas Story is quite a departure from your last show, Monty Python's Spam-A-Lot.
Yeah.
What made you want to audition for this show?
Actually, I was thinking of taking a break and not auditioning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just go up there and watch. And then I'd be like, well, maybe I'll just go ahead and audition. And I mean, I've loved A Christmas Story. I was one of those people that watched it 24/7 when they played it on TBS. I mean, if you want to know what I was like as a kid, I was Ralphie Parker in A Christmas Story.
Wow.
The dramatizing just everything and just building everything up into huge scenes and just the
Yeah.
mind working and it's just and so it's so cool to watch Jackson with what he's doing with this character.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the movie, and I've mentioned this to a couple people, but I think our show is a lot better than the movie.
Mhm.
A lot better.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I love live theater as a medium is because it really you're there, you're physically there. You're not bound by you don't have that blockade of the screen. It feels like everything's happening all around you for 2.5 hours. And you guys, this cast in particular, everyone, the thing that I noticed from top to bottom, the cast is committed. Everyone on that stage is committed to what they're doing. And especially in the ensemble numbers, you really need that to make those big ensemble numbers work, to have people who are right there in it. They're not just kind of, clocking in and clocking out, as it were. And everybody, it just feels like everybody wants to be there. Everybody's excited to be there. And so for that, it just felt like a really cohesive
mhm,
cast, more fun for us to watch,
mhm, mhm.
for sure.
It is.
Yeah. Hugh Fristo says, I'm so glad he didn't take a break. This show wouldn't be what it is without Gabe. Amen.
Love you, Hugh.
That is so, so true. Um, so this is ALT's Academy collaboration show where we combine Academy students with adult actors. I love the Academy collaborations, especially because those Academy kids will keep us on our toes. They are so, speaking of committed, so incredibly committed, so talented, just on fire for theater. I love to see it. Gabe, what has this experience been like for you, just working with these talented kids?
So, you start the rehearsals and everybody's nervous, don't really know each other, and everybody just wants to do so good right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And, those nerves carry over for a while. And it takes some gentle prodding and coaching to encourage them to bring a little more to it.
Yeah.
And Jason is amazing in so many ways. And as a director, he's really good at asking us, like, okay, what do you do? Why would you say that?
Hmm.
The bell rang. What would you do? Would you just stand there and
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
deal? So he helps us to see, especially the kids. It
Yeah.
helps them to see who their character is and to
Right.
get into it and have fun. And to see where they were 4 weeks ago and where they are now, it's just it makes me happy. It fills my heart. It just gives it that specialness that it needs
Yeah.
in any show, to see these kids just rocking it every night and making me laugh. And every night when I'm on that fence, when Flick and Schwartz are doing their jabbing scene,
Yeah.
Grady and Britton, the other night I had to lean down a little bit because they cracked me up. And so it's just, I'm in awe of these kids. And to think of, if they keep at it, where they're going to be in the
Yeah.
future, we are blessed to have, that's for sure.
Well,
Ama-
and so great for those kids to be on stage with people like you, people like Hugh. I'm so excited for these Academy kids. Like that's one of the reasons I love the Academy collaboration so much, is because you're combining different age groups of people who adore theater. And so then you have these like mentorships, but then the older people are learning from the younger people. And it's just such an exciting environment energetically for people. So you guys coming together just really made this show so special. It was such a wonderful show to watch. um Gabe, I want to know, was there ever something you wanted for Christmas as badly as Ralphie wants that BB gun?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. There was this toy tractor trailer. It was called the Midnight Express. It was a scaled down model of this just awesome looking black tractor trailer. You could open the doors and turn the steering wheel, and you could raise up the back roll up door and put stuff in it. And I remember thinking those kind of things like, how am I going to get them to get this for me and all that? And so that was one among several things that, I just thought, boy, and my dad surprised me on a couple occasions, just like the old man surprised Ralphie. Hey, what's that behind the chair?
Oh my
So
God.
just when I'm getting down, oh, it was pretty good. Oh yeah, well, that's life. Hey, what's that? Yeah, so I've had those Ralphie moments, and to see Jackson do what he does in those moments, it's just it gets to me on a heart level, because what these kids are doing with their roles and embracing it and just becoming that character, it's overwhelmingly beautiful, and it's just wow.
Oh, I love to hear that, Gabe. I feel exactly the same way. Hugh Fristo says, yeah, this academy puts some serious work and combines it with serious talent to create children who are absolute professionals at such a young age. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, Hugh. Absolutely. Gabe, what does ALT mean to you?
Well, a lot of people say it's an escape, and it is for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the community, I think, is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Coming into it with Elf, I had no idea. I had no idea what Amarillo Little Theater was.
Uh-huh.
And to come in and experience show after show, experience after experience, and nothing but positivity, and becoming a little bit better with every experience.
Yeah.
Watching people around me do the same thing, and just their eyes light up, and they're just how it's impacted them. And when we all have a shared passion, we talk about there's magic in the theater, but when we all share that passion, and I hope we all do tonight for this last 4 show run, that we're excited, that we're looking forward to it, and that we have fun, because it is a fun show. And when we're having fun on stage, guess what the audience is doing?
Yeah.
We talked about a couple weeks ago, we had kind of a rocky Thursday show. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Live theater.
Yeah.
It was our first public performance, but the audience didn't see that. Everybody that I've talked to said, well, that was a great show. It was great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're all down on ourselves. And that's the thing, too. A show this big with as many people and as many moving parts, and huge shout out to our crew, by the way, who has done phenomenal work. But when something goes wrong, it's easy to get stuck in our head and hang on to that. But let's just move on. If we mess up, let's just pick each other up. We know the show. We know what we're doing. And we're going to have a great time. We are.
Yeah. Isn't that a metaphor for life? Just pick it up and keep on going when stuff goes wrong. Keep on keeping on. Exactly. When someone comes to see this show, Gabe, what do you hope they feel when they walk out of the theater at the end, when it's all over?
That life is not as serious as we think it is.
Yeah.
We take things way too serious. This is the time of year where Christmas, there's a lot of pressure. This is a tough time for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's very stressful. We're all rushing to get things done. And so go ahead and rush. You've got about, I don't know, 4 hours more of rushing you can do, folks. And then come join us at 7:30, sit down, relax with your family and friends, and just be Ralphie for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Live in his world. Let us take you back to home in Indiana in 1940 and show you the joys and innocence of being a kid again.
Oh my gosh, Gabe. Raquel, did you get that? Can we record that for a promo for the show? That was like the perfect soundbite, Gabe. Oh my gosh. I feel like as a busy mom in the week before Christmas, like you spoke to my soul just now, everything that you were saying. It's so true. Just working and wrapping and shopping and all the activities and the final school things that are happening, and you really sometimes I get to the end of the day and I feel like, did I breathe today? Like it's just like oh my gosh, and that is so true. This show, it really, we talk about theater being an escape, but this show in particular, because it's not heavy, it's not anything like that. It is just light and fun, but the acting is not light. The talent is not light. It is so fun to watch, especially because this cast really knows what they're doing. They have this show in their bones. You can tell everybody is so well rehearsed, so well choreographed. Everything is so smooth. And you're absolutely right about the crew and these scene transitions. This is not a small show. Um, and Gabe knows more than most about what goes on behind the scenes in a show like this and what has to happen in order for things to go smoothly. But it really is such a relaxing, fun show to watch. I was laughing so hard. I mean, I was expecting to have a good time, but things just catch you off guard in this show. It was such a great time. So, if you are on the fence about getting tickets, you need to hurry because they're selling out quickly. But we are adding chairs in the aisle, so don't miss your chance to see this show. Especially these leads are just killing it, but the ensemble, it bolsters everything. Everyone is, like I said, everyone is so committed. And it's just a fun, festive, wonderful time. This is one of those shows where you walk into the theater and the theme of the show is surrounding you already. It's very Christmassy. Everything is beautifully decorated. We've got concessions and specialty cocktails and ornaments for sale and peppermints, and it's just lovely. It's such a nice, positive environment. So get your tickets if you haven't already. Megan Gaitan says, our boys are so lucky to get to share the stage with you every night, Gabe.
We're the lucky ones, Megan.
So nice. Raquel says, yes, good. I'm glad you recorded everything. Vanessa Hill says, Gabe Scherman, love your face.
Oh, love you too, Vanessa.
Anything else you want to say here at the end, Gabe, about people coming to see the show or thoughts you have about being a part of this cast?
Yeah, just real quick. So we talk about backstage choreography a lot.
Yeah.
So there's one particular scene that's right before we go into Ralphie to the rescue.
Uh-huh.
Stage right. I know we only have 28 people in the cast, but there's probably about 140 people on stage right, all at the same spot, just getting things ready. People are going out, changing, getting props and moving stuff around. And it's organized chaos is what it is. It's amazing that those things, and to make that scene on stage look so seamless, you would never think that there's so much activity happening behind the scenes with the crew and the performers and everybody. Jason back there holding his camera light, his phone light.
My gosh.
It's a neat deal. It's a neat deal.
It's so fantastic to hear you talk about this art form that you love so much, and that I'm so glad that you found your way back to. I'm so glad, Gabe. I'm going to show everybody a few pictures from the show. We've posted these on our social media, but just to get a little bit of a close up into the world of A Christmas Story. You guys, it's such a fantastic show. I really hope if you haven't already that you get that you get your tickets. The costumes, the sets, the lights, the music, the acting, the dancing. It's a must see. It is a must see. And Gabe, thank you so much for chatting with me today. I think ALT is so lucky to have you on board with us. You have such a positive attitude and you're always willing to jump in and help, not to mention your incredible work on stage that just gets better and better and better. You're just beautiful to watch. Break a leg this weekend for your final 4 shows, and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, Annika. Thanks for having me, and Merry Christmas to you too. Come
Thank
see it. 4
Come
chances.
see it, guys. Come see it. 4 more chances. And again, don't be fooled by the sold out on the website for Sunday that says sold out. We are adding chairs. So just call the box office, get your tickets. Don't miss out on this chance to see the show. That is it for Thursdays at 3 today. Thank you once again to Gabe Scherman, of course, for joining me. Get your tickets for A Christmas Story. I've got to say it again. It's a must see. You have to see this show. It's so fun and festive. Don't miss it. And get a group together and join us for the Fire and Ice experience on New Year's Eve. You guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be so, so, so cool. Most importantly, everyone have a very safe and very Merry Christmas and happy holiday season. Thank you for watching Thursdays at 3, and we will see you next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.